Hi, and in this episode we're going to take a look at the dead test cartridge and why it's now obsolete. So the dead test cartridge is dead. RRP after 40 years of the dead test cartridge, and we're going to take a look why the dead test cartridge is no longer needed. Because we've got a new one in here called the Des Test cartridge, and we're going to get into why this is now the go-to for us Des Dead cartridge. And we're going to take a look. I've got some chips down here. We've got a PLA, I've got a CPU, and I've got a character ROM, and we've got the RAM which I can remove from here, and we can take a look at what the actual difference is between the Dead Test, which is now obsolete, and the Des Test, which you can now get really easy, and all the links will be in the description. If you take a look at the website, I will link the website address down below. It talks about how this new Des Test and the reasons why it's better than a Dead Test. So the Dead Test, if you've got problems with the RAM, it'll give us some flashes, and then we have a look at the instructions to find out how many flashes we've got and see which is the chip that's at fault. Where the Des Test actually gives us a graphical display, so we're going to have a look at that very shortly. But what I wanted to do first is move my bucket of dead MOS chips out of the way and plug in the Dead Test cartridge into this C64, and we'll have a look, and you can see on the screen what it does at the moment. It does take a while to come on, always did do with the Dead Test cartridge. You just have to wait and wait and wait until it decides to pop up on screen. So there we go, it's popped up. We're running the Dead Test, as you can see there, look. So that's just going to go through your general 0 page, stuff like that, and your checks over on that one. So you can see the Dead Test running on okay on our ZIF test system. Yeah, so that's what we get. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull the memory chip out, and then you can see what difference it makes with the Dead Test with the memory chip disappearing, and then we'll plug in the Des Test and see what difference it makes to as information that we're getting from the cartridge. So we'll flick that switch off now. I'm just going to go flick that, take that RAM chip out, pop it down there. There's no RAM chip in there now at all, and we're going to put the Dead Test back on and see what that gives us. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's giving us 5 flashes. That is all we get from a Dead Test cartridge, is 5 flashes. You don't get any more, no information, no nothing. So let's take a look at what the difference is with the Des Test cartridge. So let's take that out. And let's see what that does. Oh look, instantly we have got information on a screen. We can see there that we've got bad RAM because we've got the lines. If you're into diagnosing things and you've looked at spectrums before, it sort of gives you that same feel on the outer border, you know, where it tells you which RAM chip is bad, and then it doesn't go any further. But you can see there we've got a lot of information on that screen that helps us in a lot more ways than what the Dead Test actually does. So that's the RAM chip that's detected that, and we have actually got display, haven't we? How amazing is that? We actually got a black screen that's flashing. So let's put that RAM chip back in and see if it's okay, and then we'll check some of these other chips and see what happens to them. So turn that one back off, pop his little RAM chip back in, give it a little wiggle in that socket because it has got bits of solder on it, and we'll see what difference it does now. Ah, look, you see, it's running through RAM tests and going through other checks on the system. So that's really good. So we know that we can fault find and look for RAM. But what happens if the PLA is bad? We know that the dead test needs the CPU, the PLA and the VIC to be running properly. Now there's no point in me pulling that VIC chip out because you won't get any screen at all anyway, you know. And when you look at the screen when there's got nothing on it, you'll see a white line down the side on the capture device, and that white line is showing you that there is an output from the VIC. So yeah, so let's knock that off. Let's try a bad PLA. This PLA gives a black screen. We'll see what that does. Yep, we get nothing, do we? Absolutely jacko. You can see that white line down the left hand side of that capture screen there, can't you? So that's showing you that the VIC's outputting. It disappears when I turn it off, look. Yeah. So PLA was bad, so we don't need to do that one anymore. We can pin that. We can put our other PLA back in and just do a flick test to make sure it's okay. Yep, that's okay. We'll pull out a CPU because this CPU gives us a black screen, and see if what that does. Flick it back on. Oh, look, that CPU is telling us we've got bad RAM. What's that about? That CPU's bad. Let's wiggle it around its socket. Oh, it's getting warmer. Look, it's going berserk. But if that CPU were bad, without this DES test, you wouldn't have got anything at all. So this is actually showing you that there is something going on. That CPU is warming up, and you can see that screen's gone all mental. It wouldn't surprise me if I turn it on and turn it back off again, whether it actually does out at all. Look at that. But we are getting something. Yeah, we're getting something from it. Let's have a look, see what that CPU does with the dead test. Nah, it detects it as bad RAM, doesn't it? Look. So it's detecting that CPU as bad RAM. Nah. Can you see the difference now of why they say the dead test is no longer? The dead test should be gone, and the DES test cartridge, or the DES cartridge, I don't know how it pronounces it, but have a look on that website. Put back on, look, and we have got some screen. That is awesome, is that? Because we can tell that there's all sorts of weird and wonderful things happening there. So that's the CPU. Let's get rid of that. Take the CPU out. And we'll put in the good CPU and do a quick flick test. Yep, will look good. That one's showing bad RAM now, isn't it? Must be just a bad connection on the ZIF socket or something like that. But that CPU you saw were bad anyway. So, right, let's get this character out. And let's put a character ROM in and see what that does. Because it should bypass these chips and only work with the 3 that we need. I just wanted to see what it did on the screen. What's that, sir? Desmond's. Crap. Test loading crap. I don't know what that's done there, and I don't know what that's showing on screen really, but you can tell when we had that chip in. Alright, I'll try it again. Oh, that's a bad character ROM. So you can see it has actually bypassed them character ROMs. So that's a good thing, and they've kept that still the same as the dead test. So the only difference is really is it's showing us what we're actually getting. But that's absolutely cracking. So the dead test is pretty much useless now. Now Desmond has released this DES test. I believe that there's a version 2 coming out soon. If you have a look at the website, down at the bottom, he's got listings down there as well, so you can download the ROM if you want it yourself and build yourself a dead test cartridge. All the instructions are all there, it's fully detailed. There's a future of 8-bit as well. There's a link in there on the website, so that'll take you to and actually buy one of these cartridges as a full cartridge unit, so you don't have to bother making one if you don't want to. But yeah, I think they were about £25 or $25 or something like that. But have a look on the website. if you've not got one of these DES test cartridges, it's well worth getting hold of one. It is a lot better, and it does help you diagnose things on the Commodore 64 a lot better than what the DES test does. Getting closer to Christmas, we have got a live stream on the 29th, and that's over on Retro for Use channel. So pop over and have a look at him, give him a sub, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the live stream. I'll be there. As far as I know, Captain Commodore is going to be there. I'm hoping Josip Retro Bits will be there. It's the last one of the year, so we should have a good laugh. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. All the links are in the description. Come and see us in the Discord channel. We'd love to have a chat with you in there. We're always in that channel, and we're always chatting about retro stuff. So that's it. Cracking Christmas, and have a fantastic new year, and we'll see you next year. Bye!